We're going to discuss meme currencies. Many meme coins are being removed from many users. We're going to talk about just opening up these meme coin addresses and asking you to pay money to them in the hopes of receiving some meme coin in return. I merely ask that everyone play it safe and exercise extreme caution when doing so. Since Riverside is all over SEPA and the quick presentation, we will discuss it. We're going to discuss JP Morgan's allocation of Bitcoin, and after that, BlackRock has released some quite interesting news on the small trading algorithm. It is a sophisticated computer network that uses an odd algorithm to help BlackRock staff members manage their finances. Rude to see us, and naturally, where are we going to bind that and retrieve it? Into how about XRP, as Robbie Mitch, the former employee of Ripple, is currently employed by the BlackRock people, so without further ado, let's get started. Bitcoin is currently trading at $67,400, up 1% from the previous day. Ethereum is at $3,595, down around 3% from both the US dollar and the US dollar index, while XRP is down 2.89%. There is some life visible in the algae, totaling 62 cents. With the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies at $2 trillion, where do we go from here? People, we are in a range. Chop chop. Seeing some really awful cuts at that point, Bitcoin will rise once more. We're still going to bring you between 78 and 80,000 before, hopefully, we see some sort of correction following. After the party is over, Bitcoin will likely rise once more. Meanwhile, this summer will be VAs, and it will be comparable to Q3 to Q1 of next year's altcoins. In the meantime, Bitcoin will reach an unprecedented peak. Now, we witnessed a tremendous, nasty sell-off that occurred in the market appears to be attempting a comeback at this time. Since I want to transfer a sizable amount of money, I do have my eye on a few other cryptocurrencies. To be really honest with you, though, I believe I'm just going to get the money transferred to what I was going to do. I believe I became busy and tied up yesterday. You know it's time now. Will we continue to decline? We might be. Do I really need to worry about it? No, I'm not attempting to time the bottom. Instead, I'm content with, Cardano was barely pushing 80 cents the other day, where these rates are. I wanted to purchase at roughly 76 right now. It is currently at 68. Yes, I was happy with a 68-cent range yesterday night and could have gotten it around 63 or 64 if I had pressed the trigger. I'm going to move some money over there immediately, ADA8. Cardano will take off. Well, that's one of the tokens I'm examining, so I won't be attempting to time them. We're going to proceed, after which they'll be sold out, and now I want to speak with you. Regarding MEM coins, this man the Avalanche meme coin pre-order begins. Send it back to provide you with an address that has at least one ACK. Pre-sale 50%. It's crazy that 50% of liquidity providers retreat and drop addresses in exchange for a bonus multiplier in less than a day. Which meme is it? Coin, you are clueless in this regard. A lot of people on Twitter are basically telling you to give money to addresses. Are you willing to do the same? I wouldn't do something like this, yet some of you were out there gambling. There is value since, well, what good is one back for $50? Is it really worth $50? What if nothing happens? You lose $50, but what if this device malfunctions and turns on? I thought you could make 2 or 3 times as much money, but this is how you're going to be seen. It's clearly meme coin season, and a lot of people are online. I'm only saying that when shelling and pumping the meme currency, you should use caution. If you're like meme coins, that's fine with me. If you look at meme coins, it doesn't matter. Meme coins and chasing meme coins are the obsession of certain people, and they may be most of the time. You are incorrect, but that's all you need to do. Find that one meme coin that will make them insanely wealthy. I wholeheartedly support it. You know, at the end of the day, do whatever you please. I'm not chasing meme currency. That day, all of this is your money. I'm hunting for tokens with actual value, and I plan to hold on to them while I wait for the bull run to stop. Before me taking my earnings. Check out Coinbase, which raised $1 million to combat a breach but hasn't compensated victims. A 73 million curve exploit in July caused prices on a DeFi platform to momentarily spike at whack. A trading bot paid 570 Ethereum to guarantee it could profit from that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Albert Charge Possibility, the Ether ALX, the victim of the scam, contacted Coinbase to request a refund for the victims, but it appears that the cryptocurrency exchange has not yet given over the money. This is quite intriguing. What went wrong? According to reports, Coinbase ran the validator that received the money, making it an unwitting beneficiary of the crime. Validator coined the little arbitrage they made an absurd amount of money, but over 1 million people lost money. It was an assault against CER Finance, and they are now returning to their favorite Coinbase. Hey, you understand that I'll release this if you return the money to us, acknowledge your actions, and say that Anders is not responsible. According to reports on the international front, ISO 222 has the potential to propel the industry in the direction of cross-border real-time payments, similar to what Nevada has done. ISO launched the opening of the floodgates to new domestic clearing systems globally accessible to banks that were not available to them before. According to Don Hosmer, a senior project manager for the International Treasury, access to them was difficult because they were in different file formats. That's interesting because it makes sense to us. This additional diagram emphasizes blockchain-based one product on the market that can hasten the development of instant payments for payment schemes is called Ripple. They are only joining forces globally to innovate in this area of real-time payments, where you can see over 1,700 payment services. Providers have signed up for the program already. Making up 26% of PSPs in Europe, did they indicate that this isn't only domestic if we look at the bottom of this? And pan-European payments, which speed up many kinds of international payments. Currently, there are initiatives, most notably Ripple, a blockchain-based project, and GPI, Swift's global payment effort. July 2018, according to Swift, 40,450 country corridors and more than 180 banks representing more than 100 currencies have signed up to use Flip GPI is intriguing since, as you can see, they're mentioning Ripple here with their new system. They have a global Ripple network that can transfer money, and you may use their on-demand liquidity products or the messaging feature where Nobro still plays a role in the account. Where XRP is utilized, according to the same idea, this is from the same quick presentation that emphasized Ripple as a solution that was already available on the market, with Ripple being synonymous with a rapid and instant scheme. These nations are not developing brand new institutions. They don't know how they are collaborating with fintechs, which is crucial. Otherwise, why would they be reinventing the wheel when it has already been done? They'll just dive in and start adopting what is already available, and what is, hey guys, we're talking about this. Consider this, the digital currency of the Federal Reserve. When they see what Ripple has already accomplished, why are they trying to spin the wheel and create a CBDC in the US? What would prevent the Fed from simply implementing the technology since the island nations of Paula are supporting the USD through XRP? That is already established. I want to clarify a few points, so watch this clip about the INST cred transfer. A fintech business claims to be able to process and settle international payments in 4 seconds. Wow, that is incredibly quick. It's amazing that, for instance, the execution time for payments between the USA and Europe is only 4 seconds, which is less than half of the original duration. The STNs have a 10-second latency. Fantastic, yes, and it should come as no surprise that Ripple, the firm, is valued at billions of dollars. Of course, Saint-Ins truly is a revolution. Although it's a fantastic accomplishment, keep in mind that technology is developing quickly and that some of it is already in use. It enables significantly speedier money transfers. Is referred to as Ripple. It's a really exciting time to work in payments, and I believe that everyone in the industry should pay close attention to what Ripple is doing. Having said that, why start from scratch? When something has previously been developed, tested in the field, and used for more than a decade. It works 100% of the time, and they're two instant products. One that lets you use XRP if you're not ready to use cryptocurrencies and free up those no-bro accounts, but if you are, you can use their on-demand liquidity. Because of their extensive global network, we will see a lot more use cases emerge in a lot more different central banks and companies from around the world, and fintechs will join in and start using XRP because, let's face it, it's 2024.